The hardest game to win is the one game. This is a quote from Emanuel Lasker, who is a doctor and also longest running world chess champion in history, and he's really have a good point, because in chess we have a position that we have winning chances, really easy winning chances, but we somehow lose their chance to win and we draw or lose the game. It's really unacceptable. That happens to everybody. This is the hardest game to win. So we're just talking about today 5, let's say, guidelines to make it easier for yourself to win the one game and not make this basically a pattern for yourself to just lose out the chance to win those really crucial winning games. But let's do this run. The first item is basically don't train your brain off, in the sense that you're up a piece, you're up a queen, whatever you're up in, just don't turn your brain off. Just basically play automatic moves without thinking, and don't be thinking about where your opponent's ideas are, things like that, because it'll be the worst thing in the world that you have all of these things, attack, basically mating powers, but you get back rank checkmated, so the game is over, you lose. This is not good. So this is a thing that you always have to be cautious about when you have a one position or winning position in general. You don't want to turn off your brain. The game is still going on, and just basically have the mindset. It's like you want to just clean this game up, win the game up effectively, and make sure that you don't basically fall asleep. The second tip is, now if you have a material you want to trade down, especially you have a queen trade. So if the queens are off the board, the winning chances for you as up material will be even easier. So if you want to trade down, aim for queen trades. If you don't have queen trades, just incrementally just trade things for things, like bishops for bishops, knights for knights, even bishops for knights and knights for bishops. And basically even trades are really helpful. And if you just have trades, you want to just have this next point: don't complicate yourself. Just complicate the game and simplify the chess game. So one thing is not to do when you're trying to simplify is don't trade pawns. You don't want to trade pawns, you want to trade pieces, not pawns, because eventually the game, it'll be out down the passed pawns, because the passed pawns can become queens, and that can give your opponent some chances. Which is the fourth point, is don't give your opponent any counter chances, counter play, whatever. Don't give him the chance, even a little bit. Don't even give him a little smidgen, because it'll come back to bite you, and you lose your chance, you get complicated, you lose your, let's say, momentum, and the game will be just like flip-floppy, whatever. And you don't want that. You don't want that at all. You don't want to be complicated, because I'll say my sort of philosophy is like complications are compensation. So if you're losing, you want to complicate things. You need to make sure that the water is muddy, rather. So basically you want to make sure that the clear picture to win is not that clear. And you can do that, and it'll be harder for them to just finish you off. So basically it's going in tandem. Complicate the positions if you're losing, and don't, if you're winning side, don't give your opponent counterplay, counter chances, to basically make sure it's harder for you to win the game. And the last point is basically don't psych yourself out. It's really easy to psych yourself out, because if you have a really amazing attack, you don't worry about back rank problems because you have left or whatever. Don't psych yourself out, especially if you have a really big tournament. Let's say if you're in a tournament, you have like money prizes on the line, and say, oh, I just have illusions of grandeur. It's like, oh, I look forward to this first place prize. And don't have that mindset. Don't think about the prizes. Don't think about the win chances really early, because you don't count your chickens before you hatch, before they hatch. But don't count the chickens you have before they hatch, because it can might as well just be a loss or draw, not what you want as win. So basically what I'm saying is, you want to make sure that you have the chances to win and don't lose them, and don't give the counter chances for your opponent, and don't make the position more complicated and more, let's say, muddy than you needed to. So basically that is the 5 tips I have for you to make this winning that one game a lot simpler. So have this things all in your mind, and it all comes down to the first point and the last point. The first point is don't turn off your brain. The last point is don't psych yourself out. So it's basically all about the mindset. Overall, it's about your mindset to win that one game.
Hey, check this video out to make sure that you get more important information to bring your chess to the next level.